Hi everyone, my name is Nick Dimitrov. I'm a former Amazon bar raiser who now runs a service called Amazon Bound, where we help talented job seekers to interview well with Amazon and other companies that practice behavioral interview methods. If this sounds like an interesting topic for you, please subscribe to our channel. Today, I'd like to answer the question why you should prepare your answers for the Amazon interview ahead of time and group those answers into three separate categories and what those three categories are. Those three categories are impact, recency, and diversity. Let's start with impact. Your project resulted in extra revenues that the company generated, or it resulted in costs that the company saved. And you can also discuss something that resulted in more users or that resulted in a patent being granted, so on and so forth. But whatever the data point is that quantifies your accomplishment, it needs to have a high impact. For each Amazon level, there are certain ranges of impact that the interviewers are looking for. And if you consistently fall below that level of impact, that quantifiable level of impact, their conclusion would be that you likely don't raise the bar for that level. That's why, by far, the number one most important raiser, which you should consider when you organize your answers, is the amount of impact that your accomplishment or failure has generated. That's the first category. The second category is recency. You've heard, I'm sure, from many people that it's helpful to describe accomplishments and failures from your recent past. That is true, without a doubt, that is true. But again, I cannot stress enough that the impact component is much more important than the recency component. And if by some chance your most significant 3 or 5 or however many accomplishments in your career all happened 10 years ago, then you must give those answers. Okay, so in addition to impact and recency, the third component is diversity. Make sure that your interview responses describe different situations so that the loop doesn't think that you're a one-trick pony or that you're very highly profiled into just one type of activities. What I mean by that is the following. Let's say if you are a solutions architect and your primary role is to help customers get onboarded on whatever platform it is that your company is selling, that's great. But don't respond over and over and over with you onboarding a customer, solving their problems, fixing the architecture, and moving on to the next customer, because that does not represent diversity in your professional experience. Fine, describe 1 or 2 such occurrences, but then after that, people will get a pretty good sense of how you raise the bar on things like bias for action, delivery results, so on and so forth, and they're going to look for different aspects of your professional career. I would say that the diversity aspect is maybe the least important of the 3, but it's pretty important anyway. To summarize, once you prepare your answers ahead of time and you're ready to discuss them in the STAR format, you look at those answers and you make sure that they hit the 3 criteria of large impact, somewhat recent responses, and diverse experiences. If you hit all those 3, with impact being by far the most important criteria, you will increase your likelihood of doing well in the Amazon interview. I hope this has been useful information. If it is, please subscribe to this channel, and the very best of luck in your upcoming Amazon interview. Bye-bye.